welcome back to my channel. And on today's episode, as you can see, we have these three beautiful ladies right here who's gonna be joining me on today's video. I am not so sure if I've already informed everyone, but I am actually back on training. Yes, I am back on yes, I am back on cabin crew training. As you all know, or as some of you would know, I just had a baby, so I was gone for really long time, like more than 9 months. So obviously, if I'm not flying for a period of time, I'll have to do my training all over again, just for the safety purposes of this job. So the ladies right here I have with me right now are my batchmates. I feel so young with them because they're also young. These girls, I've been with them for the past 3 weeks now.
Yes.
And so far we're enjoying the training. So we're just gonna have a little chit chat with them about how's the training and everything. And if you're interested, just keep on watching.
Keep on watching.
So why don't you ladies introduce yourself to our viewers on YouTube? Let's start with you.
Oh, me, okay.
Yes.
So, hi everyone. My name is Tira. I'm from Malaysia. Should I say my age now?
Up to you if you want to say your age, because some of our viewers as well, they're thinking that they're too old or they're too young. So it's okay. You can inform them as well.
I
like
think
how
I'm
old
still
you're.
young. I'm born 1995. So
Oh my God, you're too young. Yes.
yeah. And then before I joined cabin crew, I just graduated from a university, and I did a part-time as a Japanese translator. So I don't have any background of a cabin crew or anything, but I have my sister and maybe my relative that work for the aviation. So I exposed a bit about the aviation.
You're not really new to the idea of aviation.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm completely don't have any experience or anything.
Okay. Next, please.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Kirina. I come from Indonesia, and previously I worked as a social media consultant for 3 years.
What does that exactly do? Like on Instagram and
Yeah, there's something related to our social media platform because like my clients is confidential, so I could tell that it's only social media.
Okay,
platform.
okay. So
yeah.
it's a secret.
It's a
Yeah.
secret.
Non-disclosure agreement. Okay, got it. And lastly,
Hi everyone, it's nice to be here. My name is Zarina. I'm from Kazakhstan. I'm not that young.
It's okay.
It's okay. We're just
I'm 31 and I'm new in this area. So before I worked as an accountant for 6 years.
so brainy. Math.
Yeah. But I'm so happy that I left that job and I'm here enjoying all this makeup.
Oh my God. Yeah, by the way, we just
Yes.
finished doing our makeup.
Yes.
So yeah, we're practicing. So once they start flying. So now let's get to the questions I've been receiving from some of the girls, like about the training, what to expect during the training and all. To be honest, it's a bit difficult for me to answer these questions before because I did my training like 7 years ago, so I already forgot. But good thing, with the help of my newfound friends, they can help us enlighten our minds on how it is exactly when you're a cabin crew training. So the first question that one of the common questions that I get from you guys is it okay if I'm from a different field? And as you can see, they're all from different fields, not even a customer service related, right? But do you think it's harder for you to undergo the training because you're not from the customer service background?
No, I don't think it's hard because you will be doing your training and you're gonna be learning while you're doing your training. So it's not that hard as long as you know English and you understand.
Yes.
Perfect.
Very
Yes,
true.
yes.
And then also, I think other than theoretical, you have practical as well. So it combines together. It helps you really well to understand the subject and everything. So for me, also because of these girls, we usually do study groups as well before the recaps and everything. So it makes it easier day by day.
And for Tira?
Yeah, I think I agree both of their ideas. I think if you have experience in customer service, it will be like a plus point for
Just
you.
a bonus.
Yeah, for the cabin services. Yeah, you will be like more easy like this.
Yeah.
And just smile, girls.
Yeah.
Always smile
Yes.
and be polite.
You get away with
Yes.
a lot of things by
Yes.
just smiling. Even
Just-
if you don't know.
You don't know?
So, all the cabin crew who are gonna be hired by our airline will obviously have to relocate. So, how is it so far for you guys that you moved here? Don't cry. Don't cry. Oh my god.
The first time I don't feel different because I used to away from my family. But the time difference makes it harder.
Oh,
I have
okay.
a 5 hours gap to Malaysia, and my boyfriend is 6 hours because he's in Japan.
Okay.
So I feel like, wow, every time I finish class is the time I need to catch the call before
yes.
he gets to sleep. So I feel like, like that. But I think we will used to it.
Yeah, even for me it's the same because after class my baby's already sleeping.
Asleep.
Yeah, by the time I call them. What about you?
For me, it wasn't so hard because I've been living from out of my country like for a couple of years. So moving to another country is easier because I have a previous experience.
in staying away.
Maybe just an advice for anyone who doesn't have the experience for residing abroad. It's like maybe different culture, different how do you say culture shocks.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes,
maybe
it's a big adjustment.
It's a big adjustment. The only thing you need to understand is just understand the culture and like how do you take the positive culture towards your behavior itself. So I think it will just be fine.
Okay, Kirina, this is not an interview. This is not a Capricorn interview, by the way. She's like acing
Sorry.
it. Yeah, no one I was catching. Oh my god, am I doing Capricorn interview now? But anyway, yeah, that's like on
Yeah.
point. Very well said, Miss Indonesia. We move on to Miss Kazakhstan. Well, actually, Zarina and we share almost the same experience right now
Yeah.
because I have a baby and she
I
has
have
a
a
kid as
baby.
well. So
I just want to say that if you don't have a family, baby, it will be fine and it won't be that hard for you. As long as you will be open to know people, new culture, and you will be open-minded, and everything will be fine. If it's not acceptable for you, even you have to accept it.
Yes, that is
the one.
yes.
you just take it
Very
and then you
true.
swallow
Yeah.
and then smile
You
again.
have
Yes.
to just
Yeah.
accept people as the way they are.
Yeah.
Just it's you cannot change yourself, so you cannot change other people.
So
So
it's a matter of adapting.
Yeah,
So
so-
we also have a lot of subscribers and followers on Instagram who keeps on sending me messages about if it's alright if they are not married or that they have a kid or they are married and they have a kid. I have flown with a lot of girls who are single but they have a kid and they were hired by the airline because it doesn't really matter for them. And Zarina right here, she has a kid, she's a mom, and she was hired. So being a mom doesn't stop you from being a cabin crew, right?
yes, I'm a single mother, and when the date of the interview, they asked me, as long as you have someone who's taking care of your baby, it's fine.
Oh, that's so sweet of
Yes,
them.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what they said to me because I was also concerned how it's gonna be. Yeah, it's hard to leave your baby, but it's all for the future of your baby. So
Yeah.
it's worth it to come here and give a better future to your child.
That's actually very true. So except Tira, the two of you don't have any idea about aviation and stuff before, no? Because you don't have any relatives who are in the aviation field. So what was your idea of a cabin crew or a flight attendant before? Was it really your dream to become a flight attendant?
No, I wasn't dreamed about it because I thought that crew members they're supposed to be very perfect of their health, of their appearance and of their how they look. No. But now I see it's not like that.
Okay, and as for
Yeah.
Kirina?
For me, I really have no idea about cabin crew at all, and and like I don't picture myself to become one.
Uh-huh.
But as I have become one, I think I'm really grateful because that there's a lot of knowledge that you didn't know, but now you know, and it's it's being a cabin crew. It's not a simple thing. It's not a simple job like everyone always say. You just serve tea, coffee, cappuccino, and everything.
Yes.
But it takes a lot, whole more than that. Like behind that, you have to know everything from customer, safety, emergency, basically A from Z in the aviation industry.
Actually, I
know.
thought that
Yes.
it's easy to be a cabin crew,
Yes,
but
very
for
true.
now, hell no.
No.
It's
Yeah.
not easy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not easy, trust me.
Yeah.
Even for me, when I initially went for my interview, like way back in the local airline, I was just simply bored because I have nothing else to do at home. So it's like, oh, this airline is hiring. Cebu Pacific was hiring at that time. So I was like, okay, let me go for the interview while I'm waiting for something. And then I was thinking that in my head, once they hire you, you're gonna go in the aircraft and you're gonna learn everything from there, how to
Yeah.
serve and all. I thought it was just a flying restaurant, to be
Yes.
honest.
Yeah.
But when they told me that the training will last for like 2 months,
Yes.
I was so surprised because apparently you need to study first aid, safety, security, all these things that's related to aviation,
Yes,
right? What about you,
yes.
Tira?
What was the question?
Well, can you repeat that? No, I mean, since you have family who's also in the
yeah.
aviation field, did you have like a rough idea how it is as a cabin crew?
But yeah, I know that there will be tough training and everything, but since my sister is working another airline, so the story is different. When
Ah.
I'm in this airline,
Uh-huh.
so I feel like, wow, it's different. But I got the whole picture, so I didn't shock so much.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, by the way, for us, we have just almost completed our safety and security training.
Yeah.
So that part, like, I think for me, the hardest part is over.
Ah.
Yeah. So now we're gonna start with the service and everything, and it's just gonna be a breeze, and then you're gonna start flying. But to be a cabin crew, you really have to be a well-rounded person, right?
Yeah,
Because
very
it's
true.
not just looking pretty, putting
Yes,
on nice
that's true.
makeup.
Yeah.
You
And
have
then going to another places,
Yes,
another
and
country.
buying.
Yeah.
It's not just shopping.
Shopping,
Yeah. You really have to know what you're getting yourself into. Hence,
Yeah.
it's good that we have these girls to share it with you.
You have to always be concerned about the people around you,
Same
not just of yourself, how you look and stuff.
How's my hair?
Oh, my
Because
lipstick.
while you're doing that, maybe who you were like a person, customer can collapse, and you have to take
Yes,
care, and it's your responsibility. It's actually not that easy.
Yeah, it's
big
a
responsibility.
high-risk job.
Actually, you're gonna grow in here very fast.
Yeah.
Like in personality. I mean.
Imagine they're just doing the training right now, but I can already see the difference from the day one that I joined their class. They have really bloomed, and yeah, these girls are just really smart, and they're doing really good in the training. Are you excited to fly?
Yes.
Right away.
Waiting. That's what we're all waiting.
Uh-huh.
Like Katrin said, we just finished the hardest part, and actually I didn't know that because I thought the other part is more
It's gonna be
difficult.
harder.
Yeah, harder. But I believe her since she's my senior. So I believe that it will be more easier for us, and then I cannot wait for our wings day.
Yes. How about you? Excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
For
You
me,
see
it's
that?
a little bit scary, maybe.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
normal.
because
Yeah.
it's like every day you meeting a new people and you're working with new people and you don't know actually how people are there, like how they're gonna accept you, even if it's 10 hours or 5 hours, doesn't matter, but still, it's how it's gonna affect.
It's normal for you to be scared because it's a new field.
Yeah,
very
It's
true.
completely different. You're gonna be in an enclosed space, 39,000
Yes.
feet. You don't even know what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
But just enjoy it. Even this next training that you're gonna start in a few weeks, it's gonna be really really fun. Service training is fun. You're gonna learn a lot of techniques on how to handle customers, how to handle complaints from the customers. It's gonna be really fun.
I think one good thing about this, if someone annoys you from your staff, good lucky that you're not gonna see it next time.
True.
Yes, very true.
If you know that as a cabin crew, you'll be flying with a lot of different people. Like every day, like today, I'm gonna fly with Zarina, and then next I'll be flying with Tira. And there's chances that I won't be seeing them in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
It's like that. So it's a matter of just being patient towards the customers and your colleagues as well, because when you're up there with all the stress, really personalities come out, and it's just a matter of thinking that, okay, I'll be patient. I might not see you again in the next how many years, and it's just like that. So where are you looking forward to fly to?
For now, I think I will fly to Japan first because I want to see Japan, how it looks like.
How Japan looks like. Okay.
How it looks like.
So Haneda, right?
Yeah,
Haneda, you
Haneda,
want to go
yeah.
to Haneda. I actually love Japanese food. I love Japan.
Sushi.
But the flight could be tricky, but it's the destination is really good. Yeah. What about you, Kirina?
I think I want to go to Belgium.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to taste the waffle.
Okay.
Yeah. And
The
also
Belgian waffles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Belgian waffle, like the authentic Belgian waffles.
Yeah.
And then also I want to visit Tintin Library.
Oh,
It's
yes.
like the
Mhm.
only
Adventures of Tintin.
Adventures of Tintin. It's like my childhood readings. So like I've been really a fan of Tintin. If only like he was real, I really want to marry him, you know.
Mary Tintin. So see, that's one good part of being a cabin crew. All these
Yeah.
things that you just want to see when you were a kid, it's gonna give you that chance. She's catching the fly. And what about Zarina? I think I know.
What? Actually, I want to go to German.
Okay.
Yeah, because there is a lot of books that I want to get actually, because they don't sell everywhere, but only
In Germany.
in German. Yeah, it's you that
okay.
there's books is very like cool thing. Yes, and of course, mostly we'll be traveling to my home.
Obviously, yeah. So you're
Obviously,
gonna
yes.
bid for the flights that
Yes.
flies to your home, so you get to see your family and your baby. We can eat now. Okay, just to wrap things up, I just want to know, what's your tip to those who are, because once in your life you were also aspiring to be an international flight attendant. So what are your tips for those girls or guys who wants to join an international airline? Like for the interview, what should they do, or for what should they prepare for during the training? Who wants to go first?
Thank you. I think you have to prepare yourself first for maybe to calm down your ego.
Ego,
Okay. Yes, first
Uh-huh.
ego. Because once you're gonna be working, you have to be very polite, and like it's not gonna be like I don't want to do that, or do yourself, like and you have to be very very polite, and first of all emotionally, like psychologically, just prepare yourself.
elderly. You have to prepare
Yeah.
elderly.
Yes, so and be open-minded and accept. And if you are not good in English, just study English.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
because
thing.
I always get that question a lot as
Practice.
well.
Yeah.
Is it important for you to have to speak really good English? And I would say not really 100%. You have to be, you need to understand, and you at least can communicate in English, because especially when you do the training, right?
Yes, yes.
Like you have to do all the drills in English. You have to understand, because it's gonna be harder for you to, you don't even know what the inside of an aircraft looks like, or what the emergency stuff looks like. What more if you don't understand what it's called, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so English is a must, but it doesn't have to be perfect because that's something that you can develop.
Yeah.
Also, I think English is my second language, so I know that I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to learn as well. Because
Yes,
the thing is, when you start training, there will be a lot of aviation terminology that you are not familiar with. But once your English is good enough, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and then yes, you will improve more, and you will at least understand what your instructor talking about. And then also, once you are on the aircraft, there are a lot of customer with different accents. So
yes.
at least you can catch what they are saying, and you know how to react or respond towards the conversation or the question, things like that. I think
It's important. Yes, it's important.
Yeah, I would say it's really important.
So if you feel like your English is not up to that level where you can communicate properly, there are ways to improve it. Like just use it.
Movie, watch movies.
Yeah,
Yes.
movies, songs.
Music, use
Yeah.
the language more, talk to your friends. I mean, in my country, when we talk to each other in English, some would just they would laugh. I don't know if in your country it sounds
the
it's
same. I
weird,
think it's
right?
the same.
That why are you talking to me in English? You should be talking to me in our language, right?
Yes.
But I think you can explain to your friends that I'm trying to improve my English. You can laugh if you want. I don't care.
Yeah,
But
sure.
I need to do this because I need to hone my English skills because I want to be a cabin crew.
For me, I think the tips is you have to know your real intention to be a cabin crew. It's because this job, as we can see, like it's just like a pretty and like a bed of roses and everything. You can just spend money like this. But during the job, it's about how you treat others and how you can contribute to others. And it's not just about you. It's about others. So that's why you have to know what is your real intention, because during the study and everything, you have to understand and you have to, I think you have to learn and understand it, and because we're gonna use it during the service
And to know how useful you want to be to the people who are serving.
Yeah.
So that's a very good point. You have to know if you really want this job.
Yes.
Because imagine you're gonna relocate to another country, bring all your things with you, start up. It's like you're uprooting yourself from one place to another. So you really have to make sure if this is something that you want, because you cannot just leave everything back home, come here, and then you realize you don't like it, you go back home. It's just a waste of time. That's a very good point. For me, I think they already said everything that I would like to tell everybody when it comes to joining an airline. Basically, the thing is, you should know what you're getting yourself into. I mean, research, watch videos like this, or read about what it is to be a cabin crew, because it's not just about traveling. It's not just about getting on that aircraft and dealing with customers. It's really more than that. You really have to put it to heart if you really want this job or not, because you're not just taking care of yourself when you get in that aircraft. You take care of how many souls on board, like more than 300 people on board. Not just to take care of their physiological needs, like food, water, and everything, but imagine if there are kids on that flight and something happens, you really have to be ready. So you just have to put everything to heart. Make sure that you like what you're doing, because if you don't like it, you're gonna get really disappointed because it's not something that everybody is expecting. That wraps up our video for today. I hope you enjoyed our very small and short chit chat. Do you have anything else to say to our cabin crew aspirants? Last words
Just
before
be
we say
confident
goodbye.
in yourself.
And then I think this is most typical words, which is be yourself. But you have to consider what is the material to be a cabin crew, because you cannot be too loud, too rude, or don't be too natural. But I don't know what to say. But
You have to balance it.
balance it.
Balance. Yeah.
You really need to be confident and to be
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
And in short, I think you need to be a whole package. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least you have those variables. No,
It's
just
like when you're
materials.
cooking.
Yeah, it's like when you're cooking.
Yeah.
You need to have those materials to make your soup or your food is complete and delicious. It's like
Ah, very nice. Like the ingredients has to
The
be
ingredients.
there. You see, these girls are very smart, and you can already tell why they were hired by the airline. So they are perfect examples on how you should be or how you should act when you're going for an interview. You see, all of us, we came from countries that don't even have English as the first language or second language, like for you. Yeah, for Kazakhstan, it's the third language. But like what she said, it's just the perfect mix of the right ingredients that's gonna get you in this job. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed meeting Tira, Kirina, and Zarina. Hopefully you get to see them when you're hired by this airline. Maybe you're gonna fly with them in the future as well. And they're gonna be the... No, but they're very, very nice and very sweet. So we all hope to see you on board. And this has been Days with Kath. We will see you next time. Bye-bye!